Okay, hello Tauruses. So, like I said in my Aries video, I do things a little bit differently from other tarot readers just because I fairly strongly believe of the reason for the tarot deck and why it was made. It's the Fool's Journey, and it starts with, that's all the life lessons of the major arcana. Also with the court cards and the minor arcana, those are basically, I represent those on the true life. Now, you're watching all the other tarots, I'm not saying that they're not wrong, because a lot of them are spot on and dead on, and I love that. So, but I do things a little bit different, only because not all the Geminis, you know what, I'm Gemini, not all the Geminis are going to be in the exact same position as every other Gemini. Do you see what I'm saying? So what I like to do, and what I'm going to do in my readings, is I'm going to actually give you what this means in the tarot deck, and then you make it resonate, instead of me telling you like, oh, this and this and this and this and this. Like, sometimes I'd watch something and be like, yeah, that's the right card, but somebody's opinion or perception was completely off of what actually it meant, because I know what it meant. So I am not going to use my opinion and biased judgment of what the reading actually is. I'm going to leave that up to you. You know what's going on in your life, and so I'm going to, you trust in it more than I am. So what I'm going to do is spirit or guides, and I'm so grateful and thankful, and I really appreciate it. But what they do is the energy pulls itself. The sign will pull the energy, the card, out of the deck. I'm going to give you the description of the card, what it means, either through the major arcana, minor arcana, and then you make sense of it. Okay? So this is going to be the week of September 16th through September 22nd. So right now, I'm going to do the 3 cards right here. And this is going to be basically what's going on in your life right now, the reason for it, and how you can resolve it, or things that you may have overlooked. Then I'm going to pull messages from Spirit directly to you, something that they would like you to know, or something that might help you, or something you might, whatever, take it as resonates, like I said. And then I'll pull 1 oracle card for you, and I'll try to do this every single week. I do personal readings, and that will be in the description below, but this is for Taurus signs. So please, Spirit guides, what messages would you like? Taurus. Okay, there we go. Wow. Again, this is almost similar to Aries, which makes me wonder what is going on. This is for Taurus. Okay, 1 more, please. Guide spirits. I always have music in the background because it does help with vibration. So if ever, you need clarity or to meditate or whatever, please always do that, because it really does work. Okay, so these are the cards. So this is the 2 of Pentacles, this is the Tower, and this is the King of Wands. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a description of what these actually mean in the Tree of Life, and then also with the Fool's Journey, because that is what we go through. So with the major arcana, the Fool's Journey, it starts out at 0 and it goes all the way through life lessons, the numbers right here, and then it ends in the World card, which is like the completion of the Fool's Journey. So each part of the major arcana is a life lesson. It's very important. So I will either read that. The minor arcana, like I said, is the Tree of Life. So these are the steps within. They're more of a right now moment, compared to this might be a longer life lesson, or whatever it is that you need to know. It'll resonate with you. So as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm very big on energy, and that's all that this is. It is energy from you, from the spirits, guides, the energy that I'm getting or channeling through. So don't forget to please like and subscribe. If you like, it'll be that connection of energy between me and you, and it'll be more powerful readings, of course. And then also subscribe if you like, and help me, continue to do what I do. I just am kind of throwing myself at this because I was told to by Spirit, so that's why I'm doing this. I'll get in more depth later of more about me, but I just want to be able to get these videos out. So another thing too, I don't really so much focus on the, like, Pentacles would be earth signs. I do tell you, however, there's so many cards in the tarot deck that if you ever seen a reading, it lists all the tarot, it lists all the astrological signs. So it's like, to me, it's kind of redundant. But things like this, I will tell you, okay? This is like what it means, or the element and the energy of that sign, basically. So this is the 2 of Pentacles. The Pentacles represent earth. So this is our material world. The Pentacles represent our material world. So this could be like coin, it could be health, wealth, cars, house, anything in our material realm is what this represents. It's also earth signs, which would be the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this could have something to do with that, in a sense, okay? But you are a Taurus, so here you are. This is your card. This is your energy, okay? This is the Tower. That's Major Arcana. So this is why it's happening, and this is something that you may be overlooking to actually help you get through, or the obstacle of it, okay? So this card in itself, the twos on the Tree of Life, or so it starts at the Tree of Life starts at the top with the aces, and that is basically the top of the tree. So that's like the Keter. Then it goes into the twos, okay? So the twos basically are the next level down from the aces. So the twos in the actual Tree of Life are untainted, because basically they're the next closest thing to the top of the tree, of what like you're actually going through. So what that means is it means next to spirit. So an overview is like principles, cards of harmony. It's in the highest form because they're untainted, like I said. So in the Tree of Life, this is like wisdom. All twos are cards of harmony, the purest, highest form, because they're untainted. It's about partnership and balance. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles, you can tell, like right here, it looks like the person from the Fool, right? So he's actually holding these two pentacles of something in our material world that needs to be basically brought into balance. So this 8 is a sign of the infinity sign, and basically what's telling you is you gotta make it go in the flow of whatever this is, okay? So you gotta find some balance here between, or this could be like two options that are weighing out that you need to realize or figure out. So I'm gonna describe it to you. The pentacles represent a path leading to some sort of success. So it's varying on what your definition of success is. So like I said, this is the earth material. So anything on earth: money, wealth, health, home, body. This card is Jupiter and Capricorn. So Jupiter is expansive and Capricorn is like a contradiction, okay? So this card is the Lord of harmonious change. So it's the highest form of the element earth, the contradiction in a material form. So there's flexibility. So if you can see, he's kind of juggling. Could be like juggling like rubber, glass, hot, cold, love, hate, okay? So you need to be very adaptive. There's change. You need to be flexible. So the infinity sign shows a flow, a natural flow. So when each side is so different, everything needs to flow together in harmony. But it is forever changing, just everything in life. And so everything in our material world is forever changing all the time. So you need to be flexible and accepting of what is going to happen and be very adaptable. This is also like evaluation, decisions, weighing options, comparing, determining value, finding balance between two elements, the pros and the cons of something. So before you take action, actually consider what is to gain and what's to lose. And the infinity symbol means that you need to go into the flow of life, okay? And that's what basically is very important here. And that is what you need to do. So that is why this is what the situation that you're in, for whatever reason that you're in. And this is why. So the Two of Pentacles in a reading is tension. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the Swords. What am I thinking? Okay, so the Pentacles, Swords, like a mentality. So the Pentacles, which I apologize, I'm new at this. Okay, so Pentacles, it would be balance, weighing up pros and cons, careful consideration, common sense, responsible decision making. So the Two of Pentacles is concerned with juggling two different duties. Okay, so you're weighing up the pros and cons, like I said, of a matter that's actually making a carefully considering decision. In the image, the deck balances two pentacles that are connected by the symbol of the infinite. So this indicates that the figure must keep all of his responsibility in balance. You are challenged to make the most practical choice that you can. Okay, so that is what is going on in this situation, or this card. Now the next card is the Tower card, and Aries got the same Tower card. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with cross watchers or anything like that. Aries has the same energy of that Tower moment. Now, Tower, this tower means sudden change, upheaval, and chaos. So the tower in the major arcana is 16. So remember I said it starts at 0 and it goes to 22. So this is 16. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Could mean like a Cancer, or could mean if like a life number 7. Sevens also in the tree of life are illusionary success. So just like this, in our material world, something might not seem as what it is, and it's illusionary. So this is why the tower moment is going to happen. So this is the description of the tower. So it's perched on top of a rocky mountain. There's lightning that strikes the tower. See right here? So there's lightning that strikes the tower, and there's two people right here, and they're actually leaping from the windows. They're going head first, arms stretched. It's a scene of chaos and destruction. So the tower is actually solid. It's a very solid structure because it was built on shaky foundations. It only takes one bolt of lightning to actually bring it down. So it represents goals and ambitions made on false pretenses. The lightning represents a sudden surge of energy and insight that actually leads to a breakthrough, or like a new resolution. Okay, so it enters at the top and it knocks off the crown chakra right here. So that's like the head and like our crown chakra, simplifying that the universe does this through the crown chakra. So their people are desperate to escape from this burning building, not knowing what actually is falling around them. So if you look right here, there's actually 22 flames that represents the 12 zodiac signs, and also the 10 points of the tree of life. So that's 22. So it's suggesting that even in the times of disaster, there's always divine intervention. So there's an outside source right now that something needs to come down or be able to be build back up again. So this is all for a purpose, and it is happening for a reason. So no matter how bad this may seem, it is happening for a reason, and it is for your greater good, and you need to build this better on a better foundation. So there's lightning deterred. This card is a planet from Mars, and it's unexpected change, action, and arguments. Okay, so be mindful of that. I'm not sure if you're already going through that, or if that's the reason why you're going to be going through that. But yes, this is the tower moment. And I went through a tower moment, and it actually helped me gain clarity and heal a lot of things in me that I didn't know was damaged. And after that, my gifts started getting more brighter because I had no more blockage. So just know that, like I said, this is for a good reason, and you're going to go through what you need to go through for that fact. Okay, so this is about conflict, disruption, disapproval, sudden and unexpected change. So the tower actually shows a tall building that has been struck by lightning, and it's flames that are about to topple over. The lightning signifies that the gods are angry and they're actually disapproving of something. So the fool encounters sudden and disruptive changes and crisis, which forces him to question his journey. This card suggests that in the times that are volatile, things are not going according to plan, and the old order is in danger of being overthrown. We should not try to hold on and save the toppling tower. It's better to stand back and wait for things to settle. And you may face uncertainty for a while, but this card actually asks you to reevaluate your current path. A sudden, complete change is the best way to move forward in this. Okay, so don't fight it, basically, is what, because it's going to happen regardless. You cannot control things that are going to happen. They're happening for your greater good. Okay, so don't remember, anything that's worthwhile is never easy. So that's his card. So this is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands represents action. So this is an action card, okay? So this represents fire signs, which would be like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So this is about creativity, passion, and action. So the king in itself are air signs. So this is wands and air. The thing about the kings is the court cards in the actual tarot deck, they're still the minor arcana. But this is Teferet on the Tree of Life. So it's in the place where the sacrificial gods actually came to earth. Anyone who's given themselves for mankind, kings are ruled by the element of air. So air signs, of course, would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So all kings are fixed signs of the zodiac. They know what they know. They've matured and they're not changing. So each king in the deck, they actually wear a cap underneath their crown, and right here, and that cap of maintenance, it represents responsibility to others. So there's a lot of attainment, a lot of success, and they're at their pinnacle. Okay, so this card, wands, is just fire and air. They're wonderfully magnetizing. Okay, so this represents Leo. This card is like represents Leo sign, or signifies Leo. His key phrase is controlling appetites and passions. So it's a big capacity to enjoy life. So it's big and full. He's big and full of himself, if you can see right here. Very courageous, bold and brave. So notice the salamander at the bottom. See that salamander right there? So lions and salamanders, they survive through fire, okay? And lions is strength, or fire. So lions equals strength, and that's why it represents Leo. So there's motivation, creative, achievement, optimistic, strong, friendly, and good with words. Balance between supporting others and actually being independent. So you need your own freedom is what this card represents, kind of. So you're like a natural born leader. You need to control what you can to achieve your goals, your habits, your choices, and time. Without being rigid, you can actually put structure in hectic days, and it helps you maintain calmness on a foundation when it feels like the walls are actually falling down. Okay, so the relationships that you're in the driver's seat, so what do you want? Like, are you getting that? So relationships are two ways, but you ultimately decide whether you want to be involved or not. So it might be time to lay down some walls and set boundaries. Who's in control? So we all like to think that we hold the reins on our lives, but sometimes the universe will step in and take the reins away and remind us that we are very small in a very large existence. So this is to keep us humble and appreciative. So this happens, get back up and remember that you play the role of your plans, and you make yourself available to accomplish great things. Okay, this is an action card. Like I said, the time date, if you're looking for a time date on this, would be like between November 13th and December 12th, if that helps or resonates at all. So that is what this card represents, and this is going to help you overcome this, what's going on. So the wands, the King of Wands is intuitive, decisive, active, inspirational, and visionary. So the King of Wands is a very mature man. In tarot, there's no, that there's no, it's just a masculine energy, basically. So, and this also could be a husband, a brother, a father, whatever, take whatever resonates, like I said, or it could be yourself. So the King of Wands is a mature man of vision who inspires others. He has strong leadership qualities, and he uses his wisdom and his powers of intuition to guide him in decision making. So springily and full of energy, the king engages with life to the fullest. This card could describe a man who fits these characteristics, or indicates that you need to develop these qualities of leadership, activity, and inspiration in yourself. Okay, so that's what this reading is for this week. Now, like I said, I do personal readings, so if you would like me to do a personal reading, the descriptions will be below in the comments. And I go way in more depth. So what I'll do is I'll do these cards and then have the clarifier of the card. I just go way in more depth. I don't do that so much right now because this is a general Taurus reading, so it's too general. So I'm not going to go into specifics, okay? This is just for this week, and we'll pull more cards next week. So thank you, Spirit Guides. Appreciate you being here and helping us. Any message? So now I'm going to go into the messages from Spirit to you, okay? So Spirit, is there any messages that you would like Taurus to have for this week of September 16th? Okay, here we go. Now look at, there's a Knight of Wands, okay? You can figure out what that means in a second. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, Spirit Guides. Okay, here we go. 8 of Cups. Okay, so very grateful, Spirit Guides. Any more messages? Oh, yeah. Ooh, another 8. A lot of 8s here, Taurus. Any more? Any more messages, Spirit Guides, you would like Taurus to know in this week of September 16th? I think that might be it. Oh, no. One more. 2 more. I didn't see that. Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups. So let's figure out these messages. I don't go into so much description of this, just simply because we this isn't actually the actual reading. This is just the messages from Spirit, okay? So Wands represents Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Knight of Wands. Knights are if you think about the King, Queen, this would be like the Prince, okay? So Wands, also, like I said, they are action cards. So the Knight of Wands, this is about honorable, courage, hasty, unreliable, aggressive, volatile, new direction. So the Knight of Wands is a great warrior who loves to take risks and prove himself worthy. An honorable opponent, he defends the vulnerable and fights for their cause. So he can be hot-headed and temperamental, and he may rush to conclusions. This card may describe someone that you know who fits these characteristics, or could indicate that you need to develop your warrior-like qualities to defend yourself of your loved ones. So the Knight of Wands often signifies a move to a new home or a new direction in your life. So there's some kind of action being sent here, and this is the Prince part of it. I'm doing something right now.